So, welcome everyone to the part where I will tell you more about the content of the trainee program. And thank you so much, Lynn, for making such a good bridge towards that. Indeed, the program circles all around learning and development, and I hope I will be able to tell you in this 10 minutes a little bit more about it. So, my name is Olena. I work as a talent development specialist at Vattenfall. You can also see here my email address. As Fenla mentioned, I'm not taking part in the recruitment. I'm not responsible for the recruitment, but I'm happy to answer all of your questions regarding the content of the program if I have missed something or if your question was not answered today. So the trainee program really circles around us trying to make sure that you find your strength at Vattenfall during this year. You're really given the tools to design your future career with us. Of course, one of our major points is that you will be able to build a huge network, not only of trainees, but employees, colleagues in all countries of Vattenfall. And the network is something that is an incredible gift for someone who has just started at Vattenfall in their first year. You get to know Vattenfall from each and every area. We talk about different areas of Vattenfall, but we also visit them as well. And of course, after the year, I try to do my best to make sure that you will be able to start your climate smarter career with us in the best possible way. And what candidates are we looking for? Well, Elush will cover the recruitment process, but we really hope to receive applications from candidates with unique superpowers who will contribute, of course, to fossil freedom. We accept applications from candidates with up to 1 year working experience after your last degree. So what experience that you have done during your studies or in between your studies, we don't count. We really want to make sure that the program is as inclusive as possible. So if you have just graduated, you're welcome to apply. But also if you are now working but graduated last year, this program is also for you as well. We have actually quite a lot of trainees who have switched completely from area and have done a second master and then applied for this as a starting point in their new career as well. Of course, we ask you to have an academic degree and to share our values and principles. And those were already perfectly depicted by Lynn. So those are the principles that we live by, and we hope you can also relate to them. And regarding the program, so this is the program at a glance, how it would look like. When you see the positions online, you see mostly descriptions connected to the blue part, 50% of the home organization. So when you apply, for example, for a project manager position, this really relates to the 50% below in the blue part. What I will talk about is the 50% in the yellow part, what you will do in the program. So with me or in different activities that I organize. So the activities circle around personal development. We have a whole scheme developed for the trainees, and they are following 6 to 7 digital and live trainings with our coaches, where they work intensively on their personal development. The trainees do 2 assignments. These are 2 rotations in different countries of Vattenfall in any area that you would like. We also do 3 business cases. This is really to make sure that the trainees understand our company and also understand what the company works with. But they can also work together as a group, as a team. And this really creates amazing team building as well when you work together on a business case. We have 4 trainee weeks when we meet live in different countries of Vattenfall, and we have 5 huddles that the trainees organize completely on their own. And the huddles is something that the trainees would like to deep dive in and they're really interested in. They organize 2 to 3 hours 5 times a year where they invite internal and external speakers to talk about the topics that matter to them the most. This is how the year could look like. However, since some parts of the program are organized by me and some parts of the program are organized by the trainees themselves, it will differ in the end a bit per trainee year. But this is how it could look like. As you see, it's quite an intense year. You see a lot of activities spread through the whole year. The beginning of the program from September to around January is mostly the time that you spend in your home team, in your home organization, where you really get to onboard, understand your team, understand your manager, what you're working with. And when the new year comes, I encourage the trainees to go on rotations. So this is not the time that you will spend or the whole time from January to August on the rotation, but this is the time you're allowed to do a rotation in. So that means that this time will be interspersed with different activities, of course, that in the program, but also with your time back in your home organization as well. And hopefully also a vacation. We make sure that the trainees also take care of their health. So we encourage the trainees also to go on vacation during that year, of course. So as you can see, it's quite a diverse year and there is a lot to do. So that's why we only accept graduates in the program since the year is already busy enough and you will not be able, for example, to work on your thesis during the year. I get this question also quite a lot. And the 4 focus themes for the year, this is definitely not limited to, I would say, but this is a starting point when I design a program. So around September, October, we'll meet for the first time live, and usually it is in our office in Sweden. However, it can vary a bit, and the theme is really get to know each other and get to know Vattenfall. When the second trainee week comes, it's around November, December, we really focus more on professional skills development. However, also personal development is always a point of development for the whole year. So I will not even mention that so much. And for example, this year, I have given the trainees the opportunity to choose themselves what they would like to develop, and most of them voted on the project management. So we have had a comprehensive project management training with the trainees. So I really give you the opportunity to co-create the program together with me, and I really want to listen in on your wants and your needs and your interests. And in that way, the program is really interactive as well. So it's not static. That means some of the things that you see now on the slide may change when you start the program, but hopefully only for the better. And the trainee week 3 usually happens already in spring, and then our primary focus is self-leadership. So how can you lead others? But to lead others, you first of all need to know how to lead yourself and how to be a self-leader. And the last trainee week where we actually close the program is in August, and the theme is, of course, career development. You're mostly almost ready to graduate, so to say, the program, to start in your position in the team that you have been working already, but start in the actual position, not anymore as a trainee. So we really talk a lot about how to develop yourself further at Vattenfall. What are your strengths and how to use them in your future career as well. And these are a bit more in depth. What do we do during those trainee weeks? So I invite lots of inspirational speakers, but I also invite our board members that you saw presented by Lynn, so that you really hear from them firsthand what Vattenfall lives by, what breathes Vattenfall, what are the winds that are coming through the company, so that you really hear it from them and not from me. Of course, we do a lot of trainings. I hope you already heard that. We also have trainings dedicated to intercultural communication. We, in the traineeship, of course, do you still see it? Because for me, okay. For me, it became a bit dark for a second, but I hope you still hear and see me well. Yes. Yeah, cool. So the trainings, intercultural communication, yes. So you know that Vattenfall is a European company, but our population of employees is really diverse. So we want to make sure that we know how to communicate with each other in the best way and to collaborate. So we spend a lot of time talking about that as well. And of course, we do site visits. I mean, how exciting is to go see the nuclear plant or the heat plants that Lynn was mentioning, really see firsthand what Vattenfall does and really understand what are the main assets in our company. But we also have fun. I mean, fun is a super important part of the traineeship. So I organize lots of team building activities inside, but also outside. We do games, but about that later. And after the trainee year, we also don't leave you without anything, because I really want to make sure that you have a super safe landing in the organization. So we offer you access to our fantastic network of international trainee alumni. This is an association that is called Vita, and these are all former trainees from 2, 3, 5 years ago. So your network grows basically by day. many more people that you meet, then I make sure that you get a mentor or a coach based on your needs. At the end of the year, we will have a sort of development talk together with you to determine which option suits you best, and a mentor will support you for 1 year after the program ends. So in that way, you could say the program is actually a 2-year program. And Vita also organizes a congress. It's like an annual international live meetup, but these are only for alumni, so for people who have graduated for the traineeship, so that you really get to meet and also get to enjoy the perks of being in the trainee program after it ends. And this is my promise to you. After the program, you will have the tools needed to continue climate smart agri at Vattenfall, be the part of the driving force to reach our goal of fossil freedom, and of course, be prepared for a future role as a specialist project manager or within leadership. And with that, I would like to wish you good luck with your application. And this is the picture of the trainees that are currently in the program from September 2023. And of course, you will meet most of them as well. I'm looking forward to meeting you. And I will say if there are any questions, I'm not sure if there is time, but I'm happy to answer questions in the chat as well.
Yes, we still have a couple of minutes, and we have received many questions. The first one is about the rotations.
Yes.
So you mentioned that you will do at least one job rotation abroad, but the question was, can you do both abroad?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can decide to do one or you can decide to do two, but at least one should be abroad.
Okay, could you tell a bit more about the process of choosing assignment?
That's a good one. Actually, I help you with that process. I organize an assignment fair for all our trainees where around 20 teams from all over Vattenfall present the assignments. So you can actually pick and choose an assignment from the ones that are presented by the teams. But you can also go and write to the teams and ask if they would want to accept you as a trainee. And not surprisingly, but each team wants a trainee. So every team that you will write to, most likely you will receive an answer yes. So it's mostly what really drives you, where you would like to go, and what you would like to do. And if those three things really are a fit, then there you go.
Great, thank you. We have also received a lot of questions regarding the profile you mentioned earlier. Who are we looking for? One of the questions was, what do you mean by your unique superpowers?
Yeah, something that makes you you, right? Something that is not the same. So if you want to share something really that makes you different, but I will not step in too much in the application process since I think Elnush will cover that. And in the end, this is also not up to me to decide, since for each position, those superpowers are so unique and so different. And this really depends on when you read the job description, what you think, this is what makes me unique and what makes me really stand out for this particular position. And this, of course, what you should include in your motivation letter, for example.
Great, thank you. Also regarding about your unique talents and how you have gained them, we did get a questions about paid internship you have done during your educational program. Are those included as work experience or are those not counted as work experience?
I would say internships we don't count. This is really about full-time job work experience after graduation that we count as experience.
Perfect, thank you. And let me see if there are... Oh, yeah, a question. Could you elaborate and give an example of an assignment? So what have our trainees done this year?
Well, there are so many cool assignments. So for example, you can go to our heat in London or in Bristol and really work on our district heating networks there, since district heating is really booming now in the UK, for example. Maybe you're more interested to go on an offshore wind park and really see the offshore wind park that is already built. Some of the trainees have done specific trainings to be able to go to the offshore wind park and to climb the windmill offshore, which is absolutely incredible. And you can see those pictures also on the LinkedIn. So I mean, the assignment is really can go as far as your imagination can go, I would say.
Great, thank you. And